me, my friend. Look at me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're going to jail. But
Give me the death penalty. That's
Oh!
yes. So I complete the mission. You see my exposure. You said when you had passed over. What's good, YouTube? Hold on. I need a shoulder to crown. And I need to tell my feelings. Hold on. Chill, Autumn. Chill. What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. We in that mode right now. We see Dog was acting like a detective in the last video. So in this video, the title is, so look, let me give y'all the rundown on why I chose this video. So in the last video, if you watched it, you better have watched it. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not playing no games, nigga. No disrespect. I still fuck with your twin. Locked in. Hold on. If you would lock in with me, I could lock in with you. Locking in with me is ringing that bell. Because when you ring that bell, you can hear my call. And ringing that bell is clicking the bell. I meant clicking the bell, but I tried to be cool by keeping it going on ringing the bell. But anyways, we about to explain why we chose this video. So I did like 4 videos the other day, right? Edited them on iMovie, bullshit ass iMovie, but I can't diss because I still gotta use it, you know what I'm saying? But edited them, edited them. I mean, my damn. All right, my fault. All right, so I edited them. And then, hold on, I'm checking the percentage. 30 an hour and a half, good. Excuse me. So boom, edited them, looked at the footage while I was on CapCut trying to do the thumbnail, shit like that. Let me know if y'all fuck with my thumbnails. I be trying. I'm really, I be really trying type shit. But yeah, and then I listened to it, was about to post it, nigga, halfway through, didn't work. Already had one edited, had one edited, nigga. I listened to that one, halfway through, audio went out. I'm like, bro, what is going on? If I didn't say audio went out in the first one, my bad. I'm still a little, you know what I'm saying? My fault. But yeah, so nigga, one of them was like this, it was like this court case type shit. The nigga thought he wasn't caught on film killing the nigga. It was pretty crazy. I fucked with the reaction, but we're about to do this reaction. It's when the killer gets manipulated into confessing, and then it says smartest detective. So I'm gonna see if he really owned that type shit. Cause if he not owned that, let me see if I would have been able to beat him. You feel me? Cause I would consider myself nigga, I'll beat the case. Oh God. I ain't gonna do the race like TK though, cause he got caught. My bad. Let's get into this. Let me widen screen this motherfucker, cause it is a cool 14 minutes. This might be like on top of this 2-minute intro. We're not gonna do that math. We're gonna save that for the birds. It's loading. It's still loading. I'm gonna start packing, or I'm gonna start flowing. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you rapping? I'm gonna stand on you with this Wesson. Goddamn. Let me run it back. Because it seemed to start, and I don't know how. Let me stop rapping.
You're not under arrest.
right.
You're not in custody. You're
Right.
free to leave. So just want to make sure
Right.
we're clear on that. Again, I appreciate you coming in. And
Yes, sir.
All right. I ain't going to be pausing the hella, but once you say I'm free to leave, nigga, I'm out of there. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You said I'm not arrested. Nigga, bye, nigga. Look at him. Oh, I'm about to get him. Look at this, nigga. You can't even see my cursor. Wait till I get OBS on this motherfucker. But you can't even see my cursor. But the nigga in red, that nigga think he hard as hell. Like, okay, he said I can free to leave. I'm good. That nigga stupid as fuck. Back into it.
I can imagine that you were probably getting tired of telling the story over and over and over again. But I would kind of like to start when you first met Michelle, because I know there's a lot of history there.
Right.
This is Mark Castellano, currently being interrogated at the Houston Police Department for the missing case of Michelle Warner, his ex-girlfriend.
R.I.P.
Michelle met Mark when they both worked for the same medical firm in 2008. Michelle, who was already a single mother, had her second child with Mark a year after they met. Just a few months after Caden was born, Mark ended the relationship. When she found permanent employment at a law firm in 2012, she decided to ask Mark if he would agree to an arrangement. The arrangement involved her and Caden moving in with him, and Mark could help raise his son. They would live together, but not as a couple, just as Caden's parents.
No offense.
He agreed. That day, the 24th of September, Michelle never arrived at work, and her employer contacted her several times.
Well, isn't that great? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. But it's clearly something tends to my... And I dropped hella. Okay. Yeah, we're not picking this up right now. We're going to pick this up later. Yeah, good job, D. You really stood on business right there. Oh, you stand on business, all right. Oh, you're so cool. That shit just pissed me off. Let me remove my foot gently. Hella shit fell. All my roaches. All this tobacco. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. But y'all gotta sit with me through this because my audio seems to cut out every time I cut the video and then cut it. And that is so fucking stupid because how do you edit out when you cut it out? Alright. But actually I could edit it out on CapCut if this audio stays. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, that was the dumbest shit I did all night. And I feel like I'm gonna be doing dumber shit. So back into the reaction.
Calls went unanswered. That same day, Michelle's ex-husband contacted her brother, Dave Chiffon, to let him know that Michelle did not collect her daughter. David called Michelle, and when he got no answer, he called Mark. Mark informed David that on the night of Saturday, September 22nd, he had an argument with Michelle, which led to her leaving. What concerned Mark even more was the fact that Michelle didn't take her car, and most worryingly, left behind their child, Caden. Mark confessed to David that he had no knowledge of Michelle's whereabouts. As a result, Michelle was officially reported missing, prompting the police to conduct a welfare check on Tuesday, September 25th. Unfortunately, Michelle was not found at her apartment. During the inspection, the authorities noticed the absence of hard drives from the computers, but no evidence indicated that Michelle had suffered any harm. Detectives noticed that Mark left a note for Michelle on the mirror in the bathroom, which read, "Caden and I are gone. You can have the apartment all to yourself. I am taking the car. Since you can't pay it, and I now owe my dad $3,000 because of you, get it refinanced through your rich daddy and get my name off it. You are welcome to see Caden, but since you are on a drug-filled weekend, I guess you won't call since Grandma called and said you'd turned your phone off. I will get you drug tested this time." Back in the interrogation room, Mark begins by describing Michelle in a negative way.
When she gets mad, she's violent. She'll hit you. She thinks she has the right to. The way she'll sit there and tell you where she's raised, you know, a man has to take up crap. She's a pretty girl and she gets everything she wants. She has a princess attitude.
Wow.
She was pretty. I mean, she not
using any kind of drugs at that time that you're aware of? Has she introduced that into the relationship yet?
Adderall.
Which is treating her for what?
ADHD.
Okay.
And hydrocodone, 10/325.
Mm-hmm.
And she, you know, getting to know me, she said, "Well, you were in a car accident. You could go get some for me." It gets pretty bad for a great while. The pill demand work. Starting to notice that I'm changing. You know, she's having me do a lot of things, you know.
Really quick, bro. Do he understand she's missing? Like, nigga, they're suspecting you of killing her, nigga. Like, why are you talking so down on her? You should be like, oh, she's the best wife ever. I don't know where she went. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all got in an argument previously that was stated, but like, nigga, you was throwing her under the mud to where it's like, nigga, she's still missing. So either you trying to help us find her or you did it, dumbass. Look at this nigga. He did lose weight though. I'll give him that.
You know,
probably on that stress.
You know, hey, we have an extra computer. Take one from the company. I need one for my brother. Or, you know, or hey, I need you to get me something like this.
So she's basically asking you to steal now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And of course I do it.
Okay.
I did it.
Well, you're invested in this relationship.
Right. She pretty much at this point owns me.
Mark has crafted a detailed facade portraying himself as the helpless victim in this relationship. Despite the detective's doubts about Mark's stories, it is necessary to pretend sympathy and compassion during the interview. It's the only way the detective can hope to get a confession from him.
Let's get to last Saturday, the 22nd.
Okay. As soon as I open the door, it's like a battle zone. And the first thing she says is, he gets into the sugar and dumps it everywhere. You left it somewhere, blah, blah, blah. You know, and just goes on and on. I said something about you take too many pills, you can't watch Caden or something. I said, you know. And
Damn.
she said, well, whatever, you know, you sorry, you know. She's like, she just walked up and she's like, by the way, you better clean it up right. And at that time, she walked up to me and just hit me like that.
Now, are you standing? What are
I'm
you
like
doing?
this. There's a desk right here. I'm on my, like this, picking up stuff.
Are you in the living room?
I'm in the living room. There's those two spots on that.
Yeah, with the computer desk.
Okay.
There's a hallway, and right there by the leg, I'm over there reaching, picking up stuff. And by that time I turn, I see her come up, and then when she comes up close to me, and I see her arm swing, I put my head like that. She hits me like that.
Up underneath you?
Yeah, like that. It wasn't hard or anything. I'm used to it at this point.
Sure. Now, what's your
walks out?
Oh, fuck, I think I muted it. I did. First of all, this nigga just said that he was picking up something that she forced him to pick up, and then she swung with a underhook or whatever the fuck, hit him in the neck, and then he say, oh, I'm used to it. Nigga, you was a bitch. What are you talking about? What is happening right now? You telling me that this bitch is abusing you? All right, Mr. Helpless. Let's see what happened. Okay, you gotta unpause it.
Slams the door to her room. And about 10, 15 minutes later, I open the door to say, well, you know what? And she's gone. Well,
Where's Caden?
he's in his room hiding.
So you think that Michelle's been screaming at him, and that's why he goes in and reacts the way he does?
Because at one time I got her.
She
be
cursed
screaming at him.
Yes, she sat there and got in his face one time, and she's on here like this. I get on my knees,
Go ahead.
and he's sitting there and shake his little hand, and she's sitting there grabbing him. And don't you
I
ever
just
turn
thought
out to
about
be a
it.
sorry piece of crap like your daddy? You sorry mother, little. And at that point, I came over to her and pushed her like that. She didn't. She caught herself, and I said, "Get up! Don't do that anymore."
Alright, it's an ad. My fucking icon is wigging. So, I just thought about it. What if he's telling the story from her perspective? Like, she's the helpless, like he not watching the kids, she come home, he telling her to pick that shit up, he beat her ass, you know what I'm saying? And then in Caden's face, nigga, he's shaking and shit, he yelling, you better not be like your mother, type shit. I'm just thinking, bro.
With a foundation of trust established, the detective has successfully put Mark at ease, eliminating any sense of threat. Now, the detective switches tactics, directly accusing Mark of harming Michelle, but framing it in a way that justifies Mark's actions as protecting his son. This approach makes it easier for Mark to confess to the murder, as he believes he was doing the right thing,
good, Chad.
rather than acting out of evil or selfish motives.
That's a play right
My
there.
heart
Chad.
goes out to you, man, because what you have
Oh, fuck, he
put
got
up
it right here.
with for 3 years of your little boy's life, I very much appreciate and understand your feelings about your son.
Right.
I have a son. He's 27 years old now, so I get it. This is about Caden.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever did happen in the apartment between you and Michelle, that's resulted in her now disappearing. We'll use that word for lack of a better term.
Right.
It's my impression that what that was about, what that argument was about, what that confrontation was about last weekend, it wasn't about you wanting to hurt Michelle. It was about your love for
These
Caden.
pictures be stupid.
And it was about your
Y'all see his boss?
burden
Right. Yeah.
about protecting Caden.
Right, because he wasn't being taken care of.
Exactly.
The detective has skillfully employed a psychological
smart.
technique known as the good choice, bad choice method. This method presents Mark with only two options, forcing him to make a decision. On one hand, there is a good choice, his unwavering love for his son, Caden. On the other hand, there is the bad choice, harbouring ill intentions towards Michelle. Mark is inclined to favour and gravitate towards one narrative, typically the one that paints him.
It's like saying, do you want apple juice or orange juice? The whole time you like pineapple juice, you know, but you pick orange juice because those are the only two options. So I see what this nigga is doing here. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
In the most innocent light. This technique exploits Mark's natural inclination to protect his innocence and amplifies the chances of him aligning with the desired narrative.
Whatever happened between you and Michelle in the course of her cursing at you, slapping you in the face, hitting you while you're on your knees on the ground, picking up stuff that she has directed you to do, that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. And now Mark is in protective mode for Caden. This is not happening anymore. Michelle is not going to harm my son anymore, either emotionally or physically or verbally or in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not going to solve the problem now. This is the opportunity to talk about all those things, because you've told me. You've already told me. You've laid the groundwork for what happened in that apartment. And I'm on board with you. This isn't about trying to make Mark look like a bad guy. I'm telling you, I could not. I'm listening to your story, man, and I almost want to cry.
Is that him?
I just can't imagine the stress and the pressure put on you because of the look you have for Kate when you watch this woman continually berate him and treat him so terribly, because she's doing the same thing to you that she's doing to a 3-year-old, and you're an adult.
Mark is now in a situation where he feels cornered. He has two choices.
What?
Confess or stop talking and ask for a lawyer.
We both know.
Or he could just have
Michelle did not walk out of that apartment. She did not walk out of that apartment. We both know it. We both know the circumstances under which whatever did happen, happened. I'm wanting you to explain to me that you wanted to hurt Michelle. I want you to explain to me what you felt like you had to do to protect Kate.
This nigga's dumb as fuck. Fucking had. Bro, all he has to say is, yeah, she did walk out of there. That's the point that you're not understanding. She did all of that, you know what I'm saying, off Adderall and left if he actually killed her. But he's dumb as fuck. He let this nigga tuck him in. He had this nigga on his hands and knees showing how he was getting beat and shit. And he turned into a wussy. Nigga's a bitch. Oh, God, go to jail, dumbass. All you gotta say is, no, she walked out.
So I want you to be honest with me and tell me what happened.
Look at him taking off his glasses. Stupid.
She got up, and I got up, and she's getting dressed, and she's finishing up, and she's still yelling, and Caden's hiding. I grabbed her and I broke her neck. Told me I was sorry and that she was going to control me the rest of my life. And I grabbed her by her neck and she and just went threw her on the bed.
So she's facing you?
Yeah, and I heard it pop, and then her tongue popped out, and that was it.
Okay.
I mean, I sit there and held it, and the time I realized when she was dead. Dude,
look at me, man. Look at me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're going to jail.
Give me the death penalty. That's fine.
Okay. Yes.
Look,
I deserve it.
Look, I'm proud of you. Your life's not over with, Mark. You're going to show me in the room where she was.
Here's the bed. Here's a closet. Here's that door going to outside.
Okay.
I walked in,
Damn,
and that's when I grabbed her, and then I threw her on the bed right there.
I know this is painful, but I wanted you to demonstrate for Brian what happened.
I push her and then grab her and then
Okay.
fall down on the fall.
I know you're not going to do it because I got my brother Phil here to help me out. All right.
She didn't have to, sit there.
And then what did she do?
Well, when she fell down, I heard that, and then her tongue stuck out, and I just was...
You was sitting there just choking her.
Police obtained surveillance footage from outside the apartment complex. He was seen on the footage in the early hours of Monday morning, the 24th of September. At 3:21 a.m., Mark dragged a large container to Michelle's car. He made several trips back and forth to the car at 5:41 a.m. and then left at 6 a.m. Police searched the area around Mark's parents' home and found a number of items in a dumpster. They found a Pampers box, Mark's business cards, sunglasses, Michelle's credit card which had been cut up, and clothing, as well as a wad of black tape. During Mark's sentencing phase, his lawyer argued that his case was one of sudden passion. Sudden passion can be raised as a mitigating factor during the punishment phase of the trial in Texas. It cannot be used as a defense to murder. Jurors had to decide whether Mark was provoked to such a level of fear, rage, or resentment that any reasonable person in a similar situation with an ordinary temper simply would not be able to keep their cool. If Mark was successful in this argument, it would mean that the maximum punishment for murder is reduced from life in prison to 20 years, and he could be sentenced to as little as 2 years. The jury did not find Mark's case was a case of sudden passion. He was sentenced to 27 years. He will be eligible for parole in 2026.
Nigga, that's coming up in 10 years. Y'all better go knock this nigga off when he touchdown, you feel me? Get this nigga a welcome home, for real, for real. Like, dumbass nigga. Like, you're dumb as shit, boy. Like, literally. Come on now. Like, you're dumb as hell. First of all, you kill her, and then say, give me the death penalty. Oh, I'm a terrible person. Nigga, you wasn't so terrible that you hid her body and shit like that, nigga. At the end of the day, you going to jail, that was no crime of passion, nigga. Still thought about it, nigga. You ain't called the cops, dumb fucking shit. Fucking, I hate white people.
Love. You miss me? Come on then. Love me or leave me alone then. Oh, you love me? Let me see your phone.